Welcome back, students. Students, we were doing the chapter reproduction in animal, and last topic which we have started, that is metamorphosis in animals. I have explained you that during development from a fertilized egg to an adult, there are considerable changes occur in the body structure. So in most of the animal, the fertilized egg develop into an embryo which increase in size and volume and grows into an adult. So in some animals like the frog, silkworm and butterfly, the young one look very different from the adults. So now let us do once again the different stages which occur in the metamorphosis of frog. As I have told earlier also that there are three distinct stages can be seen in the life cycle of a frog. The first one, the female adult frog lay hundreds of eggs in the water, and these lump together with a jelly like substance that is called swan. This male frog release sperm and which fertilize the egg when these come in contact with each other, and they start growing there. Okay, and the mating process start, and the formation of development of embryo start. You can see here that black spots start occurring, and this embryo feed on the jelly like and start taking the other things from the surroundings and start growing up. You can see that first, you can see here that first it was egg, then egg get changes to tadpole, and then tadpole, first it is young tadpole, then tadpole with legs, and after that tadpole, the frog with a tail, it start growing different parts, and then it will get converted into adult frog. Okay, and if we talk about the life cycle of or these stages of butterfly, then first it is egg, then caterpillar, then it will get converted to pupa, and this pupa undergo uh, the growth process and get converted into adult butterfly. So I think all these things are the metamorphosis in frog and butterfly is clear to you all people. Then there are some gender issues and myth. What are myth? Which are uh, normally they are made by the people and which are not a good thought for the any progress of human society. Okay, you can see that there will be many issues regarding, especially gender issues regarding the child. In many part of our India, the birth of girl child is not welcomed everywhere. Okay, we can say in a woman in Indian society was not considered superior from the men from the hundreds of years, but you know that it was not a truth. This female child or women are taken to be the financial burden on the family, and many of them are not satisfied with the girl child. They want that always they have a male child, isn't it? So many times there will be selective abortion, that is removal of fetus from the uterus by various techniques, and then killing of this female feticide, like by eating or giving chemicals or killing the infant in the mother's womb. And most of the time the mother is held responsible for the birth of girl child, and which is ill treated and which is not correct. As I have explained you that how to determine sex of a child, I in that process I have explained you that the father is responsible, or we cannot even responsible the father also. But if we see that even mother don't have such chromosome also, the mother is having only XX chromosome, and which is very much similar, and the father is having XY chromosome. Only we can say the father is having the chromosomes which determine the sex of a child, isn't it? So how the mother is responsible for such type of birth of a girl child, which is taken otherwise in our society, and in many backward areas the girl child was not even given sufficient diet and nutritious diet, education, and other sources of or facility of right, as well as even the many rights are also not provided as comparison to a boy child, isn't it? The laws of India do not permit abortion and sex determination also, but there are many people who did such type of illegal act across our country, but nowadays it is totally banned. But you can see that there are many type of people who found the way how to do such illiterate things. So, by educating the people, by telling that the girl also have the same uh, right for the boy as the boy is having, by creating awareness about the equal rights of female as well as male, we can do many things. And by giving importance to a girl child, this gender issues and the myth regarding the girl can be stopped. And we have to, if we want to live in a society of a stable, having a good background, so for having everything good, we have to respect women and give equal rights to the women. Only and only then only the our India or our society can progress. So I think the all chapter of reproduction is clear to you, all the things related to it are clear to you, and there are some more these topics are left in your book, so let us discuss them also. Some keywords are left, and I always suggest you people that go through concept map. This concept map make the things much more easier for you people. If we talk about the keywords of this chapter, that is reproduction. What is reproduction? The process by which living organism produce young ones of their own kind. And I have explained you there are two type of reproduction. First one is sexual reproduction and another one is asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, we have studied budding, binary fission, multiple fission, fragmentation. ये fragmentation and all this you are going to study in higher classes, but in this chapter we have done budding as well as fragmentation and binary fission. Then comes the turn of fertilization, the process of fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization, which will give rise to the formation of zygote. And when zygote uh, it brings up, is it grows up, it will get converted into a child. Then gestation period from the time of fertilization to the birth of a young one, during which a development inside a mother womb takes place of a embryo, that is called gestation period. Okay. Then oviporous. Oviporous means the organisms that lay egg outside the body. Viviparous, that organism that give birth to the young ones, like cow, mammals, all these are considered to be viviparous. Then metamorphosis, which latestly we have done, the process in which a young one undergo a series of changes to finally resemble its adult. So I think all these points are clear to you, concept map is clear to you, and the processes explained under this chapter are clear to you. So you revise it well, make notes, and write in a very good hand. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.